Did that music make you feel peaceful, or the picture of the drop of water falling into a pool? The disciples weren't feeling peaceful. They had been afraid and frightened and huddled together, and then the risen Jesus appears among them, and first of all they think it's a ghost. So he has something to eat because ghosts don't eat. And then they don't believe because they're so delighted that their joy gets in the way of really understanding what's going on. That's an extraordinary moment, isn't it? Written down in the Gospels, because it was clearly a very deeply felt experience. And it's not surprising that the disciples had trouble believing. Jesus had talked about this, of course, often to them, but it was such an outlandish idea that they couldn't get their heads round it then, and it wasn't much easier even seeing it. I guess if I'd been there, I would have had the same problems as they did. Sometimes we can think, don't we? We just sit and think what might be. Whether they really thought what might be with the risen Jesus, I guess they did. But our imagination takes us in different directions. Sometimes we're rather good at imagining disasters. Other times we're better at imagining very happy things. And often the reality falls somewhere between. Things are not often as bad as we fear they might be, or perhaps as wonderful as they possibly could. Although I think probably that's more likely than the disasters that we think of. With God, anyway, we can be confident that our relationship with Him will only get better as we draw closer to Him. And that led me to think of another piece of music, which is "My Dreams Are Getting Better All the Time." And I'll play it now.